My name is Monroe Campbell, and I'm a financial advisor with ACI Financial. We wanted to put together a quick video to answer a few common questions we've been receiving from clients during this volatile time in the market. So, what's happening in the markets and what should we do? As I'm sure you're all well aware, there's a lot of market uncertainty with COVID-19 virus spreading, not only here in the US, but across the world. So let's take a moment and talk through what we here at ACI Financial expect to see in the market as a result of the COVID-19 or coronavirus. Markets are very volatile right now, primarily because of the uncertainty and that we just don't know what we don't know. This is a unique experience, not only with the virus, but how the market is reacting to the virus. We've never had what amounts to be a self-imposed bear market, and most likely the beginning of a recession. A recession, by definition, is 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth. We believe that the impacted industries over the near future, business-wise, will be the travel and leisure segment, the energy segment, which is down over 60% right now, and then small businesses. Unemployment is likely to continue to go up as well, and it's going to be a relatively difficult time for many folks. But the good news is that the market is already pricing that in. Keep in mind that the stock market is forward-looking, meaning it tends to look out approximately 3 to 6 months in time. That being said, the stock market, which is currently down around 30% from its high, is already pricing in this recession. Now, bear markets since the 1950s have averaged a decline between 30 and 35%. With an average duration of 13 months. If the market follows that trend, then we've already incurred most of those losses. Not to say that we aren't going to go down any further than we are right now, but we are probably closer to the bottom than we are the top. It's important to be reminded that when the recovery does happen, stocks are going to go back up, which is why we want to stay invested. We really do not want to miss the rebound. If we look back to March 2009, at the bottom of the 2008 recession, people felt horrible. We didn't know when that was going to end at the time, but the government came in and provided some support and the market took off. Unfortunately, a lot of people had sold and were out of the market. As a result, they missed what turned out to be a 500% gain in the stock market over the next 11 years. That low in 2009 for the S&P 500 was 666 points. And prior to COVID-19, we had just broken the 3,000 level in the S&P 500. The market fell almost 50% back in 2008. But it is a different situation than what we are experiencing now. Back then, there was legitimate fear that the financial industry was going to collapse. People believed that banks were going to shut down, and banks just had too much bad debt on their books, and there was a lot to unwind. This is not the case today. The crisis today is born out of a health crisis, although it is having an economic impact. Furthermore, our government has taken precautions to hopefully stop the spread of the virus that is having a negative effect on our economy. And lastly, the Federal Reserve is much more prepared to face this negative market than it was in 2008. And we have seen this in how the Federal Reserve, the Treasury, and Congress have already responded much earlier in this crisis by cutting interest rates as well as addressing other issues in ways they were unable to do back in 2008. In closing, we hope this helps you begin to understand why the markets are doing what they are doing and shed a little bit of optimism as we navigate this fragile time in our country. Our entire team is dedicated to servicing our clients and ensuring your needs are put first and foremost. Please let us know if we can be doing anything for you at this time. Thank you.